Good evening. People often say to me, Victoria, you love gardens. What should I ask about a garden when I'm buying a house? Well, I always ask the same three questions. Is the garden overlooked by anyone? Is there any issue with access, with unfettered access? Is it possible to dig up the patio and lay a new one overnight? Well, after that, it didn't matter that my first three husbands disagreed. Joining me this evening, on my right, John Warren, a customer service representative who owns 6 guitars and 8 guitar cases. Matt Loy, a software solutions architect with more than 500 apps on his phone. And their captain, Karen Cook, a Newcastle United fan who used to work in a call centre. United by a delight in data, they are the Statisticals. Karen, in your last match, you beat the Roadrunners after a great wall. What were the groups on that wall, do you remember?
I've got no idea.
So do you think it wasn't the knowledge? Was it your tactics that helped you there?
I think our tactics today have been drinking a lot of red wine last night, so hopefully that will fare us well.
Are you feeling a little delicate?
A little.
Luckily, I think it's a very soothing music question. This time you are facing, on my left, Catherine Peppard, a librarian who passed her driving test on the 5th attempt. Sarah Besley-Quick, a classics teacher and keen knitter. And their captain, Andrew Guyford, a maths teacher who helped set a world record for doing the Charleston. United by a passion for Pratchett, they are the Morporkians. Now, this is a rematch. These two teams met in the first game of the series, and it was a very exciting one. I think you won it by 1 point.
Yes, it was a close thing.
What do you think was the key point that won it for you?
I think just getting lucky with on the buzzer in the missing vowels.
Mm. It was a tense game. Let's see if this one is equally tense. There's some gamesmanship immediately because you won the toss, Morporkians, but you've thrown your opponents in first. So, Statisticals. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these apparently random clues? Here's the first.
Together forever.
Anyone? Should we get next? Next, please. This feels like something from a film that I don't know.
I think another.
I can't
next,
see
please.
anything.
I don't know what any of these are from.
They've all got the same. I think it's Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. It's actually got the same refrain. We were only playing Leapfrog, John. Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. Was John Brown's
Shall I buzz?
So they've all
And
got the same.
Yeah.
They all go with the same tune.
John.
They all have the same tune.
They all have the same tune. What do you think the 4th clue would have been?
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
I didn't think that far ahead.
That's the big one, the Battle Hymn of the Republic. Glory, glory, hallelujah. They all have the same tune. I think the audience might want to be reminded of that tune. But I like Solidarity Forever. I've got the lyrics here. This is a good one. I think this is quite a good anthem for a quiz team. When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong. 2, 3, 4. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. A quizzing anthem for our times. And you get 2 points for coming in early. Well done. Morporkians, what would you like?
Could we have the water, please?
Yes, you could. Ooh. The music question. You'll be hearing your clues. We'll keep it nice and soothing for your hungover opponents. What connects them? Here's the first.
Is that Cher?
Next, please.
That's Young Heart.
Next, please. Next, please.
That's Stone Roses. Lily, sung by Plants in the Name of That.
OK, good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bluebells is Young Heart.
We think they might all have plants and names
Flowers.
of the band.
Yes,
Flowers.
they do. Plants or flowers in their names. Well done. Who did we hear from?
So we had the Bluebells, definitely.
The Bluebells
the
at
Stone
clue 2.
Roses, and Lily Allen. I
Stone
didn't know the
Roses,
first
Lily
one.
Allen. And the first one?
Don't know.
Not sure.
That was Iris Williams. All flowery names. Well done. Back to you, Statisticals for a choice.
Horned viper, please.
OK, what connects these clues? Here's the first.
Yellow slide.
Yellow slides.
Do we need next one?
We need next
Next, please. Green sheets. Should we get a next?
Yeah.
Next, please.
Colour and then something. Go another, I think.
Next.
Yep. Oh, these are.
Buzz.
Are they the colour of the Microsoft Office suite and the application that they belong to?
I'm afraid not. Morporkians, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
Is it the colour of the Google of these? So Google Slides are yellow, Google Sheets are green.
That's it. It's Google Drive tools. For anyone who thought the first couple of questions were too interesting, it's a Google Drive one. So you get the bonus Morporkians, and what would you like?
Could we have the Eye of Horus, please?
Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, bears. No idea.
Unless it's an anagram.
Next,
zebra.
please.
It's zebra backwards. Is it letters? No. Mount Everest is the highest of it. Is it the highest of its category?
Next,
One more.
please.
I think it could be that. That's a Niagara, is it?
Should go for the next anyway, just to be sure.
Oh, I don't want to throw it over to them, really, but...
No.
Yeah.
Next, please. Chester Football Club.
Are they all known as the same thing?
Yeah, is there a logo or something?
No ideas.
Something.
And what would the horseshoe falls be?
No, I don't know.
2 seconds.
I think they're all the highest of their...
They are not.
No.
So a bonus chance for you, Statisticals.
They all straddle national borders.
They are all in 2 countries. What can you tell me about the clues in the countries?
Horseshoe Falls, Canada and the United States.
Yes, that's part of Niagara Falls, yep.
Chester Football Club's on the border between England and Wales.
Between England and Wales, which has always been fine, but during COVID it was tricky because here in Wales the COVID rules were different. So theoretically, in one half of the stadium, people could behave differently.
I think there was an issue that the car park was in Wales or something, and the ground, most of the ground was in England, or I can't remember what the
All
what the
sorts
problem
of
was.
problems arose from that. Mount Everest,
Nepal and...
China.
well, Nepal and Tibet, which depends whether or not you recognise that as being Chinese, but China or Tibet and Nepal. And the first clue, do you want to have a guess?
No idea.
Somewhere in the Caucasus?
The Hotel Arbez is on the border of France and Switzerland, and it's got some of its rooms are in France and some are in Switzerland. It's in the village of La Cure. There's one room which is entirely in Switzerland. The bedroom is entirely in Switzerland, but the bathroom is in France. They got unlucky there, didn't they? You really want it the other way around. Unlucky if you get that room. So you get that bonus, and what would you like for your own question?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what connects these clues? Here's the first.
No, next, please. Richard De Vere's supermarket chain. What is
Richard De Vere.
Is he Asda or Tesco or... Should we get
don't know.
next?
We need
Next.
next one.
Next, please.
I'm sure they're Cavendish. They're cyclists. But no,
Should we next?
Max Smith. Oh, they're all nicknames.
That's
There's
because that's Mark Cavendish.
Mark
Yeah,
Cavendish,
yeah. Do you want to answer?
Cavendish.
Cavendish is the connection. Very well done. What do you recognise?
The Manx missile, Mark Cavendish.
That's Mark Cavendish, the
And
cyclist from the Isle of Man.
Cavendish bananas.
They are the most common bananas that you'll find being sold are Cavendish bananas. Why do you think they're called that? It's a variant devised by Joseph Paxton, who was the head gardener at Chatsworth, the seat of the Dukes of Devonshire, and the family name is Cavendish. The first clue, that's the Cavendish experiments from the 18th century. The second one, Richard De Vere, from To the Manor Born.
Oh, OK.
And he runs Cavendish Foods. Well done. Morporkians, one question remains. Twisted facts. This will be the picture question. What connects these images? Here's the first.
Clubbing.
Next, please.
Skip.
Skip. Clubbing, dancing, skipping,
Hop, skip.
Next, please. Is it this one?
Skip. Quaver. Yes, they are the
Shall we
crisps.
do
Go.
crisps?
Yeah.
We think they're all brands of crisps, names of crisps.
There are types of crisp. What do you think would have been the fourth clue?
A walker? Someone walking?
No.
Yes, but no. It's a hula hoop.
Yes.
Oh.
They are singular brands of potato-based snacks. What are we looking at?
Disco,
Discos.
skip, and quaver.
Exactly so. That means at the end of round one, the Morporkians have 4 points, the Statisticals have 4 points. Oh dear, it's another close one. I don't know if our hearts can take something like last time. Let's get some clear blue water between you. Statisticals, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. I want to know what comes forth in a picture sequence. Time starts now.
It's a double skull.
Right. Next, please.
It's defenders. They're off the ball.
Do we need another one?
Yeah, I can't think.
Next.
Players. Skates. Skull. Rowers. Skates. And...
Anyone got any ideas?
No, just pause.
Fish.
That does not complete the sequence, I'm afraid. Morporkians, would you like to have a go?
I say
Ski. No.
ski.
For what reason?
No idea.
I can't accept it. Now, this one is rather hiding in plain sight. It's slightly staring you in the face, although it's a lot easier if you recognise the team that is playing in the second image.
Is it Sheffield United?
It's Sheffield
Oh,
United,
Blades.
the Blades. We are looking at 4 blades, the oars, 3 blades, Sheffield United players, 2 blades on figure skates. We need something with 1 blade, and our question editors have chosen the cheerful image of a guillotine. So no points there. Morporkians, what would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
So that's 25.
So we've got 125, but is there anything else to it other than that?
Next, please.
100.
See, 100.
So 1. So a quarter century, a century. So times.
1 squared, 5 squared, 10 squared.
Okay.
You're adding 4,
So
adding 5.
15 squared,
Adding
225.
6 squared.
Go. So
I think it's going to be 16 squared, which is 324. CCCXXIV.
That's rather brilliant, but I'm afraid would not complete a sequence. So I'm going to go over to the Statisticals for a possible bonus.
MMD.
MMD is the answer. What's going on?
It's Roman numerals squared.
And what's being squared? What's the sequence?
The first 4 Roman numeral, single
Yeah.
Roman numerals.
That's right. So what we're looking at equates to 1, 25, 100 and 2,500. What is being squared are the numerals going up IVX. We want to know L squared is MMD. So well done for getting that bonus. And what would you like for yourselves?
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
I haven't seen that before. Next, please. Heroes of Apex boxing. Should we get next?
Yeah.
Next, please. Oh, I have no idea about this.
Heroes of 80s boxing. They could. It was the middleweights basically. It was the. I really have got no idea.
Any thoughts?
I haven't done anything.
I don't know.
Should we say fish again?
Yeah, why not?
Fish.
Still no. Morporkians, would you like to have a go?
I think with snakes.
It's not animals at all. The war in question at Clue 1 is the War of the 5 Kings. In 1980s boxing, there were held to be 4 kings. There was a book about it, and it was Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, a couple of other boxers. the David O. Russell Gulf War film, Three Kings. So we want to hear something with two kings, for example, a
Game of
chessboard.
chess.
Back to you, Morporkians, for a choice.
Water, please.
OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Jimmy Greaves.
Next, please.
Phil Wright.
Ian Wright. All
Wright
these people have
brothers.
hosted things.
And Eve, no. Next, please. Cox.
Types of apple, or is it that they sound like
so.
things? Greaves sounds
It
like
might be
armour.
football players or like, I don't know, Ian Wright's kind of stuck, and then somebody who's hosted
Was it
something.
Jimmy
maybe.
Wright, or
Yeah.
could go for Gary
Christian
Lineker.
sports host, super.
Oh, try it.
Yeah.
It was
We'll try Barker.
Not it, I'm afraid. Statisticals, would you like to have a go for a bonus?
Smith,
And why would you say that?
sort of popular ends of surnames.
Not it. These people have all been Attorney General. We're talking about Dominic Grieve, Jeremy Wright, Geoffrey Cox, QC, so we need the next Attorney General. Do you know who that is?
Suella Braverman. No.
Suella Braverman. I think she pronounced it Braverman. But yes, Braverman or Braverman at clue 4. What would you like next, Statisticals?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Corporation.
We need next,
Right?
do we? Next.
Worldwide Hunt for Nature
WWF.
and World Wrestling Federation. Are they?
We need a sequence. Next. Oh, God. Has anyone got any ideas?
That's what happened. Is it like something that's going up?
Buzz.
2 seconds.
Fish.
Still, though, I believe on the wall all 4 categories are types of fish, so it's going to come good, but not yet. Morporkians, would you like to have a go?
Something with E in the middle?
No.
It could be World Entertainment.
That's not it.
I just realised it's World.
John, I think you know the theme of the question.
World Entertainment.
Is the right answer. Too late, I'm afraid. What's going on?
There are various names of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation over the years, I think. And,
Exactly
yeah.
so. It's the evolution of WWE. Its history. It was Capital Wrestling Corporation, Worldwide Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Federation, World Wrestling Entertainment. Morporkians, the twisted flax remains for you. Can you untwist this sequence? The time starts now.
So that's where Odysseus lived, and it's where he eventually ended up, but it's also in New York, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next, please.
So is this films that
Meg
someone's
Ryan,
been
Tom
in?
Hanks.
Next, please.
Sleepless in
What's
Seattle.
Tom Hanks?
Yes, they're films with Tom Hanks and Meg.
Was there
What do they appear in first?
Joe versus Volcano?
Go for it. I wouldn't know.
I've got nothing. If you've got something, go for it.
I'm going to try first Joe versus the Volcano.
That is the right answer.
Well done.
Well done. What is the sequence?
I think they're Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks films.
Exactly so, going back to their first appearance together in Joe versus the Volcano. You've got mail. Have you seen that film?
Yes, way too many times.
It's a great film, but it's all about, it's so exciting because email has come. I mean, those were the days, weren't they? You ever please now? Oh, another one. How many unread emails do you think you've got in your inbox?
0.
I've got over 2,000.
I mean, 0?
I can't cope with an unread email.
Yes.
It bothers me.
Same.
I can't do it.
Same.
Genuinely, that seems to be beyond the realms of human possibility. I probably 30,000. I think about years, I don't know how to find them. But the idea of a film where, what's really exciting, there's an email, which is now that sort of the clang of doom. That means at the end of round 2, the Morporkians have 6 points, the Statisticals have 5. Onwards now to the blizzard of clues that makes up round 3. And it'll be the first pork for you, Morwarlians. Please choose lion or water.
Could we have Lion, please?
Yes, you could. 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Match, boom, punch, glance,
challenge
upswing
it.
remains.
Upswing's
party
part of a golf swing. So clue. The volleyball moves, the spike punch.
Yes, spike, punt.
I don't see any others.
Maybe upswing.
Upswing or
Glance,
hike?
upswing, maybe hike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remains of the day.
Yeah.
All's
A dinner
well.
party. Ducks.
Oh, you got punch. It's like a thing. No.
Yeah.
Dinner party.
Punch bowl, soup bowl.
Soup bowl, punch bowl, match bowl,
Okay.
party bowl.
Boombox.
Do you need word ones? Pike or rum? Mace?
Mace,
Mace.
yeah.
What's that? That's a
What else do we have?
lance, maybe?
Yeah.
Wow. Sword.
Sword. Nice.
Well
Okay.
done.
All swell. No.
Remains of the day. Soup
Yeah.
of the day.
Ooh.
Order of the day.
Order of the day.
Oh,
End of the
lovely.
day.
Match of the day.
Nice.
Oh,
match
end of the day. Nice.
Okay.
Hike up prices.
Baby boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Baby.
boombox.
Boombox.
Boom, shake,
Matchbox.
Yeah.
Upswing.
Box,
What
doesn't
could
it?
tantrum be?
Tantrum. End
Any
of random
anagrams?
pattern.
No, doesn't look like it.
Has it got anything backwards in it? Nut? No. It's got ant in it, but what's the others there?
Swell is a water thing. You get a swell of
Yeah.
water, swell of
Swell.
emotion.
Boom.
Boom, I
Upswing.
suppose, yeah.
Hike.
Oh.
They're all like increasing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ditto boom though.
Try
We got.
boom.
You
Yeah.
boom,
Okay.
upswing, swell and
Party,
hike.
tantrum, punch. What do you think that could be then? Oh, things could punch up as well. What's party and tantrum? Throw a party.
Dunno.
Throw a tantrum. Throw
Throw
a
a
match.
punch.
Throw a match.
Throw a punch.
Nice.
Solve the wall. And very calmly, I thought. Well done for that.
Not feeling
What about the connections? Tell me about glance, spike, and so on.
They all end with weapons.
Yes, they
Medieval
do.
weapons.
Lance, pike, mace, sword. And the next group, starting remains,
Of the day.
something of the day, match, punch, party, tantrum,
Things you can throw.
well spotted at the end, and boom, hike, upswing, swell.
Words for an increase.
They're types of increase. So quite late on, at the end of the day, you might say, you found all the groups, you gave me all the connections, you're getting the maximum of 10 points. Well done. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall and see how they get on with it. It'll be the water wall for you, Statisticals. You have 2.5 minutes, starting now.
Right, things you can have a round of: applause,
Round of golf.
golf,
Round
of drinks.
Round of toast. Okay, what else have
Right,
we
there
got?
must be another one. Round of werewolves, gunfire,
Yep.
leave out applause, leave out toast. Right, that's a round. An isthmus is like a very thin stretch of land.
It's a thin stretch of land
Yeah.
between two other isthmus.
Hang on, water polo. Water transport.
Water beetle?
Water.
Toast, razor.
The Amazon is water.
What else? Toast. What types of
Pastries, pepperines,
French toast?
the word ones.
I can see some basketball players.
Right,
Okay, that's
say,
good.
say them.
Fox, rivers,
Rivers, fox,
arenas. I don't know if this is going to be one.
and what else?
I can't.
Polo? No, just guess a
Streets.
few. Guess a few.
No, probably not then. Waste. Sport inside transporter.
Right,
Arenas.
okay.
Anything else around?
Wolves, fox.
30 seconds.
Yeah, have a few guesses.
The Beatles, the street. I mean, it's
The
not even the same
streets.
type of beetle.
Names? No. Car transporter, car. The
Transporter, is it? Oh, transporter, beetle, polo. Those are all Volkswagen.
Ah, the time is up, but the wall has frozen. But you found a group, and what connects applause, drinks, and so on?
A round of.
They come in rounds. And there are still connection points available, so let's resolve the wall. There we go. Transporter, beetle, polo, fox.
Volkswagen models.
You spotted that just at the end there. Nasty, the fox, I think, is discontinued now, certainly in Europe. But they are all models of Volkswagen. The next group, toast, werewolves, streets, rivers.
Of London.
Of London. That's it. Well done. Toast of London, the sitcom Werewolves of London, the song, and so on. And the last group, Amazon, Isthmus, Waster and Arenas.
They start with was, is,
Are, yeah.
They start with parts of the verb to be. Absolutely right. Well done. You found one group. You gave me all 4 connections. That's a total of 5 points. Let's see what that does to the overall scores. The Morporkians have 16 points. The Statisticals have 10. So a bit of catching up to do to get it to a 1 point difference like last time. In whose favour, we don't know. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group of disguise clues are all famous advertising slogans with the company name, not endorsed by us, we don't endorse these particular companies, we've just removed them. Let's go. Morporkians?
Beans means.
Heinz, quite right. Statisticals? Too long, I'm afraid, Morporkians, do you know? Nope, it's a tough one. Should have gone to Specsavers. Next clue. Morporkians?
Gives you wings.
Wings. Red Bull, quite right. Stats?
You can't get better than a fitter.
From Quick Fit, exactly so. And the next category, Beatles and Beatles. Porks?
Stag and George Harrison.
Yes, it is. Porks?
Dung and Ringo Starr.
Well done. Tough one if you don't know your Beatles. Banded Pill and Paul McCartney. Next clue. Stats?
Soldier and John Lennon.
Yes, it is. Next category. Sporting initials in full. Stats?
Video assistant referee.
Or VAR. Stats?
Bicycle motocross.
That's right. No time to tell me that's drag reduction system, DRS, because the bicycle bell has gone for the end of the quiz. And look at the final scores. Finishing with 20 points and through to the next round of the competition are the Morporkians. Very well done. Statisticals, you finished with 13. I'm sorry to lose you. Both of these teams tonight are great. Either of you could have gone through. It was so close last time. Unlucky. Thank you so much for playing. And thank you for watching. Coming up next on BBC Two, in a change to the published schedule, it's actually the next instalment of Michael Portillo's latest series about alternative medical therapies. This week, Michael is trying a popular Asian suction technique that's said to help with everything from psoriasis to a bad back. But he won't use a practitioner, too intimate. Also, he's heard it's very painful, so he'll be proceeding with caution. That's Michael Portillo's Cupping Himself Gently in a few moments on BBC Two.